It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Dallas Mavericks at their home, American Airlines Center. Well, for the Mavericks, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like, I know this is our, 82nd?
We've got basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. Dallas. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Right now, let's find out what head coach George Karl had to say to our Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he's certainly mindful of the shot-blocking presence they'll run up against inside. But he doesn't want them shying away offensively. If anything, he said, we've got to be aggressive, but also patient. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways inside. Guys, let's see how successful they can be.
And Doris, as always, thanks. And guys, do you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
I really do. I think they're such a hard team to generate offense against. That has to be where they devote most of their attention.
Well, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of their own defense, fellas. I mean, they can't concentrate so intensely on offense, they forget to defend.
Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. McCollum's checked in for Jeremy Evans. And Harris subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And Embiid throws it down.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And, G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Here's Red Hot. And the 76ers get it back. That's good. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, sinks the three-pointer.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
There's the screen. McCollum with the screen for Harris. From downtown. The shot misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Screen by Dallenberg. Matthews goes in, out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Harris kicks to Dallenberg. Feeds it to Harris. Dallas moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation. Right there, Greg, finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Here's Red Hot. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. 10 points for Freak. McCollum. No good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. 76ers ahead. They're up by 6. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Come on with it, with it. Me and you getting it up, don't even go there. Come on with it, with it. Come on with it, with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Red Hot in at point guard. Carl Landry is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Okafor.
And he just big-boyed him right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak, in the last matchup against the Cavaliers, he had 9 offensive end. He also played some stellar defense as well. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
And it's Rondo penetrating. And the layup's good off the glass.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
The 76ers leading by 8. High post shot. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 16 points for Freak.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Parsons checked in for Anderson. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Harris. He had 10 points in the win against Minnesota.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And the basket by McCollum.
C.J. McCollum.
Here's Red Hot. 58 seconds left here in the second. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Samuel Dallenberg picks it up.
What a stellar outing in this one for Red Hot. 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Mavericks making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock with his first shot attempt. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. Here's Red Hot. He's got 18.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry. The spinorama, kind of like using the washing machine. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable, truly remarkable.
Let's call it the agitator.
I tell you what, spinorama, I like the nickname. You may have started something there.
Here's measuring. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And that concludes the first half. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere. So the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Samuel Dalembert, who's checked in for Sanders. Anderson comes in for Jeremy Evans. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Harris subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Mavericks trail by 13. Anderson is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Devin Harris. And it's Dalembert in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Parsons sets a screen for McCollum. 6 to shoot. Nobody near Parsons. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Parsons got 9. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Red Hot. His three-pointers off the mark. Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Harris misses. Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Noel dishes to Embiid. Red Hot. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Dallas no good that time either.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
1:29 left to play in the third. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by Red Hot. Red Hot's got his third rebound tonight. Got a hand on it. Covington inside the line. Offensive rebound. Stolen by McCollum. Anderson outside. McCollum passes to Harris. Parsons against Noel. Parsons attacking. Good. Parsons got 11 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Red Hot. He drains the quick shot.
Keep it up.
Mavericks trail by 13. Now here is Harris. He's got 6. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's the dish to McCollum. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Parsons gets it to go. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Red Hot. 22 points for him. Releases. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Parsons got 6 rebounds in the game. Now McCollum. The 15-footer. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And the final period of play just about to start. Here's Red Hot taking a look at the 76ers. Red Hot, he's in at point guard. Carl Landry is out there. Nerlens Noel. Then there's Okafor.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Both free throws good from Red Hot. Mavericks trail by 12. And here's Rondo. And Matthews kicks to Sanders. McCollum with the ball. Back to Sanders. There's the feed to Rondo. 3 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Matthews. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Philadelphia leading by 12. No good from Red Hot.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
The pass to McCollum. Outside Matthews. 16 feet away. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Matthews. And it's 6 points for Rajon Rondo. Here's Red Hot. Nailed from three-point land. And the 76ers lead by 13. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Rondo with a clean look. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not. Not there offensively. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Ripped away. Here's Red Hot. And he makes good on the layup. Red Hot's got 11 points in the quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the 76ers?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
From past the arc, another 3 for Philadelphia.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Rondo dishes to Sanders. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Screen by Sanders. Matthews passes to Rondo. A 3 from McCollum. The rebound by Red Hot. Red Hot's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
And he knocks the first one. Chandler Parsons.
Substitution on the court.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Dallenberg. And the basket by McCollum.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Here's Red Hot. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him. And down the stretch, really having a... And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Despite a great performance by V-Hoops, Old Town just couldn't stay in the mix. The Rough Riders top baller Bo Dallas, who put up a round's best 260 wins, played his heart out. But the Ballers snagged this lead by Saturday night. And the Sunset Beach MVPs B. Gooner and Aaron Amazing made sure
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, playing above 500 in the last few weeks. Not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. Big change for the Knicks last year was implementing the triangle offense. Obviously, didn't exactly go how they wanted, but Shaq, how long do you stick with the triangle before you consider some other shape?
You know, being a master of triangology, you know, is very, very difficult. But, you know, I don't think the Knicks really have the talent to pull it off. But, you know, just need a lot of patience and, you know, just keep it going because it does work. Trust me, it works.
Yeah, it works when you have Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant. Other than that,
It's an Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game as the 76ers come into town for this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Taking a look at New York, these are the games that challenge you. Guys, they will have their work certainly cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with a win. And a lot of excitement centering around one young player tonight, folks, as we'll be watching a game that marks the first official NBA start from Red Hot.
You know, and he had to prove to his coach and teammates that he was deserving of this spot in the starting lineup. So him being able to do it, now he's got to go out and prove that he's here to stay.
And, you know, to have been anointed a starter, I think he'll be determined to show that they made the right decision.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Red Hot, he's in at point guard. Okafor out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Robert Covington.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, their percentage has dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Now here's Rivers following the miss by Freak. Anthony on the wing. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
They push it up for three. Pass to Red Hot. Again, Philadelphia. And whenever Freak finds himself in New York, Clark, you can always bet on seeing his mom and dad in the stands watching him play.
Well, Freak is somewhat the pride of New York with his roots and ties to the city. When they own you, they embrace you, you're theirs. And it's always nice to see a player getting that kind of love from his hometown fans.
They get it again. And that one's good by Lopez. Lopez has got his first 2 points. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job. In terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Aflalo. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee. Taken away. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Vern. Finish off the break.
Excellent. Work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Aflalo. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Red Hot. No good.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And a look now at our 2K leaderboard to see which wingmen have come away with the most steals over the past month. Number 1, Carmelo Anthony.
And with the kind of defense he plays, it really gives his team someone to lean on at that end of the floor.
Well, he's got a big effect on their interior defense, too. I mean, so often we see him prevent penetration by coming up with a steal as the ball handler makes a move inside. He does a nice job impacting the ball in those situations. He's got an excellent pair of active hands.
Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Passes it to Red Hot. Plenty of space. Good. He hits the jump shot. Red Hot's got 12 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Anthony sets the... pick for Rivers. Stolen. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Red Hot. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 14 points for him.
Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing.
And 3 of their last 5 makes here coming in transition.
Now here's Rivers. D right on him. They set the pick. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
No good from Red Hot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Knocked loose. And here we go. Philadelphia running again.
Nasty. Oh, nasty.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
Nick City Dancers.
Cam replay. Here's Rivers. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Roten. Finished off the break. Roten's got his first 2 points of the tonight. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially.
Here's Red Hot after Austin Rivers scored. .51 seconds left to play in the first. Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's Red Hot. Here's Noel. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Porzingis passes to Smith. Feeds it to Rivers. Second chance shot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Red Hot's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. With 1 on the clock, somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Red Hot's got 18 points in the game. And let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA career.
You know, coming in at 8.
You kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's a different look for New York. Robin Lopez is checked in for Porzingis. Gibson comes in for Smith. And Derek Williams subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And so in the game for the 76ers, Red Hot, he's in at the point. Carl Landry is out there with Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington. Now here's Rivers. His last outing, he had 8 points. Gibson, no good. Excellent D there from Okafor. Philadelphia leading by 10. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last match against the Mavericks got the job done. He finished with 36 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping. He's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And here's Rivers following the three-pointer by Freak. High arcing shot. Rivers can't get it to go. The 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Here's Red Hot. He's guarded by Rivers. The shot's good from Red Hot.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
From deep Afflalo, that one goes. Count it. Afflalo's got 7 points in the game.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
No good from Red Hot.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach. But perhaps that is the case, or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
Now here's Gibson. Following the miss by Freak. Nobody near Williams. Offline with his three.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Landry gets the bucket. Landry's got his first bucket of the night.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
You might not think of him as a late. He's a three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Here's Red Hot. 10-point lead. It's good from about 19 feet.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And a follow kicks to Rivers. And that one. And as he is fouled, it'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Red Hot. Again, Philadelphia.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And that does it for the first. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it.
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Anthony. Austin Rivers is out there with a Flalo. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Good. 35 points for Freak.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Here's Rivers. Rebounded by Red Hot. Gibson with the steal. Lopez dishes to Gibson. No good. Excellent D there from Red Hot. The shot's good from Lopez.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. 1:16 left in the third. Shoots. The 76ers with another miss.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one. I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Top of the key. No good from Red Hot.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Outside Williams. Watch with it. Now defended by Grant. Here's Anthony. That misses off the backboard.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Here's Red Hot. Cans the shot from the wing. Red Hot's got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Williams from outside, and that one's good.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Knicks trail by 14. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. The lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Tony Wroten out there with Red Hot, and it's Covington in at the 3 slot.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Lopez, he's checked in for New York. Gibson comes in for Smith. Philadelphia also making some changes. Okafor comes in for Embiid, and Carl Landry has subbed in for Noel. Here's Anthony. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The 76ers leading by 12. Here's Red Hot. Hits the target from 18 feet. Red Hot's got 41.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Okafor with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Red Hot. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Now here's Rivers. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Smith the pass to Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. But Trey can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Philadelphia.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for them in transition.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Red Hot. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
That's good.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
Anthony, count the bucket.
just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shot's good from Red Hot. Red Hot's got 48.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
No good on that
one. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fan.
We were men amongst boys tonight. Whew.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there today.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight.
Wow, an offensive explosion tonight, huh?
For sure. But I got to give it up to my teammates. They were getting me the ball in good spots, setting solid screens, and looking for me whenever they could. Coach, too. He saw I was on a roll and kept calling plays to take advantage of it. Good night all around.
Critics might say you were just chasing numbers in a game tonight that was clearly in hand. Agree or disagree?
You know I don't agree with that. I'm going to play hard whenever Coach puts me out there. And that's all there is to it. It's not about numbers or anything else. It's about the win and the fact that I give 100% on the court no matter the score or the opponent. Look, that's just how I'm wired.
That was your first official game as a starter. How'd it feel?
It's a nice milestone for sure. I mean, I'm just blessed to be playing in the NBA, and making a starting lineup means that I've been playing well and improving my game. Still a lot I want to do in this league, and hopefully I can keep making my family proud. Oh, and shout out to my pops. I know he's watching this back home. Love you, Pops.